Hello world, DUP back here again, and we're here for our Talk Heavy segment. I'm your main host, JB, and I'm here with my co-host.
I'm the legend.
And my other co-host,
Rico.
All right, fellas, let's get into it. All right, so who do we think is overrated and who's underrated in college football as it stands today?
I'm going with Clemson to be first.
Okay.
Clemson came into the year highly ranked in the top 10. They had about 10 to 15 players draft worthy. They had about 5 players first and second round worthy. I mean, Clemson versus LSU, they was up in the first half. They came back in the second half. They looked atrocious. LSU did whatever they did, mainly one receiver, number one.
Yeah.
He did what he had to do. He had about 100 yards that game. They lost. Now we come into the second game. Troy. First of all, who is Troy? Second of all, where is Troy? Third of all, where's Troy now? We haven't heard about Troy. We never really heard about Troy. Troy's up 16-3 at halftime. Maybe he called Vegas and said, I need to win this game because I don't know how they came back and won, but they did. They get to Georgia Tech. We are all fans of Haynes King. He's just a warrior. I mean, we love him. We love warriors.
Absolutely.
Haynes King actually reminds me of Tim Tebow a little bit.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I
Okay.
The way he played with that fire and like he's got it. Like it'd be third and whatever. Don't matter. He got the ball in his hand every time. It's never in nobody else's hands. I just love that fire he got.
Yeah.
Now, Clemson technically has a better team. So it's like the loss is not as hurtful as almost with Troy, but it's still like, why? You know what I mean? Like we're a better team than that. Then we get to Syracuse, and I guess they just lost all confidence. So Clemson is basically my throwaway team for the year. Just throw them away, bag it up. Like somebody on the east side say, bag it up and stamp it. Bag it up, stamp it, throw it away. It's done for. Dabo Swinney needs to understand that if we don't abuse current events, you're going to stay in the past. He doesn't pay the players like they want to be paid.
Yeah.
He literally said that if you're in the transfer portal, he don't want you because you're not good enough to play for his team.
Yeah.
Come on, that's not even possible. Haynes King getting in the transfer portal, you going to tell me that Haynes King can't play for your team?
Yeah, it's very, very old school thoughts right there.
He got. I mean, I don't really like his receiving core. When I'm looking at his receiving core, I don't really like it. So if you're always trying to get players out of high school, Ohio State is going crazy with players out of high school. Texas is going crazy with players out of high school. I'm not hearing a lot of top players saying, yeah, Clemson's my favorite.
Yeah, no.
So that's mainly my underrated players, underrated team, and underrated players. Because Klubnik to get beat $4 million? Why? So I'm just not a fan of the whole organization right now.
Yeah, they're the contention of a championship is definitely out the window now. That's definitely not happening. Yeah. And Klubnik, you can't even salvage his team for stats. You can't. You're out of the runner for the Heisman at this point. I don't think he's even competitive because like how do you consider it for a Heisman? You got 3 losses. Like it ain't no way.
Immediately.
Yeah.
And a panel of people looking at the votes, I'm like, it's no way. There's no way I'll give you my vote.
In my eyes, they 0-4. In my eyes.
Yeah, they definitely got quality losses, attached to them. So I'm probably gonna have to go with LSU as far as my overrated team. I know I started out at the beginning of the year. I was heavy on LSU. I think I told people you can bet them for plus 1,000 to win the national to come out of the SEC on top. I just feel like I know they're 4-0. But I just feel like the way that they win is they're doing just enough just to get along. It takes more than that. As an SEC team, like there's a certain caliber in which you got to perform, and you know what I'm saying. Just everybody got to be performing. Defense, offense. You know what I'm saying. The fans, all that shit is composed together, and I just feel like LSU is just not giving me that, especially when they played Louisiana Tech 2 weeks ago. And they beat them 7-23. There's no way you don't blow them out. I feel like if I insert any other SEC team in neutral field, I feel like that score should have been 41-0 against Louisiana Tech. And to be honest, I don't understand. Especially you played in LSU. How did they come to
Death Valley?
How did they come to Death Valley? Death Valley, and you can only score 23 points in front of your fans. Like, this is a sold out crowd. You know, these are diehard college students coming to see this game.
Absolutely.
And there's nothing more they want to see if you to run points up.
Yeah.
They're drunk. Then the fans, they're going crazy. That's what they want to see.
Yeah.
How bored are you when the fans as an LSU fan and you only scored 23 points?
Right.
And you only beat them by 30 points. 7 to 23, that's 1/3. Like, how you only beat them by that? There's no way. They wanted a blowout.
Yeah.
You know? Florida, I mean, they beat them by 10 points. I mean, I get it.
How do you beat them by 10 points, DJ Legway, through 5 interceptions?
And that's
that was bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're not performing the way they should be. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. Like, they barely got away with the win versus Clemson. You know, like, I just feel like that's my underrated team for the year. And also, too, even with Nussmeier, he's kind of like it's funny you say Clemson because I kind of compare these teams similarly with, you know what I'm saying, with the caliber of the team coming into the season, all the hype, and then with the two quarterbacks were both, you know what I'm saying,
overhyped.
You know, at this point, yeah, but you know, both quarterbacks were runners for, you know, the Heisman Trophy.
Absolutely,
top 3.
Yeah, top 3.
Nussmeier was number 2.
Top,
top,
and that's crazy right now, and they're definitely not performing up to where they should be. So I'm gonna have to list them as my overrated team for the
Nussmeier's been overrated for me for the past since I've known he was coming out of high school in Lake Charles. So he's been overrated to me since. I understand you got family oriented in a lot of these establishments, so I get why you went to LSU, but he's been overrated since. Since.
All right, well, let's those are good picks, I think, for overrated, but let's switch up and talk about underrated in college football right now. Who do we got? Who we like in that category?
You take off with that one first.
Underrated. I mean, I like Florida State being underrated. I feel like they've accomplished a lot early. I feel like TC is the quarterback. He's definitely shown that he got poise. He can do what he needs to do to get the ball in the end zone. Now, this is what I do believe. When you're playing a sport and one person can basically, like Haynes King, I don't believe Georgia Tech has like the all-around everything.
They don't.
But Haynes King puts so much fire in your organization that everybody confidence is at the top of the scale. And then now we can achieve stuff that normally we won't. But we're just fired up and we're motivated. Motivation and confidence go a long way. I can be in an open gym setting and shoot a ball and feel like I'm going to miss it every time. I'm going to miss it. But if in my mind I feel like I'm going to make it every time, I might go 5 for 10. So Haynes King just puts that in his players. I feel like TC is basically putting in that organization like, we're going to win, and we're going to win now. So I'm definitely riding the train. I feel like people feel like they're going to fall off towards the middle of the season. I don't. We will see what happens, though. I mean, I like the quarterback. I like the organization. I feel like they had the right weapons. I like the running back system. I feel like they're definitely underrated thus far. Now, college football is tricky, so we will see.
Yeah, we all know that. It's definitely tricky. Legend, you got anything for us?
That was a great pick. Just a caveat off of you. I definitely do feel like the presence of the quarterback means a lot for the team, especially when you're like a good organization. Everybody's like, the camaraderie is really what's keeping them going. Like, and salute to them. Shout out to the team, Georgia Tech. They're doing their thing right now, and you can see that they definitely they have a tight knit and the chemistry is there, and I can respect that. I'm probably going to go with Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's definitely my underrated team, you know what I'm saying, for the year. I'm not going to lie to you because, like, up until 2 years ago, like, I didn't know anything about Vanderbilt. I know Vanderbilt. I couldn't tell you where it was.
I didn't know there was an SEC.
Yeah. I was asleep, and they definitely woke me up. It's like, even I like Pavi. I mean, I know he gets a lot of criticism. A 7-year quarterback. Oh, he's been there for 10 years. Oh, this is a grown man. Everybody got something to say about him, but at the end of the day, he can play in the league. You know what I'm saying? It's legal what he's doing. You know, I think he got a lawsuit going on right now for them for saying that he wasn't eligible. He's an eligible player and he's doing his thing. So who cares about? I don't care if he's 50 years old. That says a lot about you. If I got a 50-year-old quarterback and you can't stop him, like that's a personal problem. That's a you problem.
Yeah.
You stop that. You understand?
That's another quarterback that's basically putting his team on the map.
Yeah.
Because like I'm with him 2 years ago. I'm not looking for Vanderbilt.
Right.
Until they beat Alabama.
Right.
And now I'm like, who is that guy?
That woke everybody up.
Who is that guy?
It definitely did. But they're doing pretty good right now. They're 4-0.
Right.
I feel they got quality wins attached to them. I know they're playing this weekend. I'm definitely taking them for the blowout, the 23 points.
That line is crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy line, but hey, I like it.
I really hate to say this, another overrated team that I really hate to say, and it's about to be Cocktober, but the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Say that so.
They're not looking like what I thought. They really can't get the ball in the end zone enough, and the defense is not what I thought. I mean, I'm thinking that Dylan Stewart is just him. There's nothing around. It's just him.
Yeah.
Top 3 pick.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe he needs to adjust his mindset because I don't know what's all going on with these players. But when that bag really hit, the college players look like they decline. Like, before the bag, they're going crazy. After the bag, the stat system is declining a little bit. So I just feel like we need to come up with a new structure on the bag getting to them with them also being motivated to want to go the hardest they can.
It's funny you said that, and I don't mean to cut you off, because in the NFL, they get paid on the back end. You know what I'm saying? You might get a bonus up front, but you get paid on the back end. You get paid by the year. These guys are getting their money up front.
Right.
So, like, at some point, like, I feel like it'd be something attached to it. Like, it needs a checks and balance system on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe each player needs to have their own, you know what I'm saying, a financial accountant that can show them how to manage their money, show them exactly what to do with the money, not spend it on this, or not, you know, or maybe a life coach. Or, hey, don't go getting drunk and blowing up. It's somebody they need, because these guys are still 19, 20 years old, you know, and they're coming up on millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? So
they're college students getting rich.
I think it's something that to be in place with that, because it's a certain level of, I come from nothing. And you give me $5 million right now, and you telling me nobody's to check my day. I can spend on what I want to spend it on. What's the first thing you're gonna do? I'm gonna get the car. I'm gonna get the grill. I'm gonna get the chain. We're gonna eat good. All that. I want to make sure I'm gonna spend all that. So you might not be focused on the game. You might not be focused on it. You might have the woman around you. There's a lot of aspects that come with that, and I think that's really being overlooked. You know,
absolutely.
So they need to have something in place where they actually work more for them. Maybe get them incentives or something. But they feel privileged because they got the money. They definitely feel privileged, and I don't think they're really working as hard as they should because they already got the money. You know what I'm saying? Like they feel like they're self-made, and I could be wrong, but they're just on the outside looking in. That's how I feel.
Word on the street is he got a Mercedes-Benz deal and a G-Wagon delivered to him.
Who is that?
Dylan Stewart. That's the rumor.
Oh wow.
So, I mean, when you're basically just getting spoon-fed the whole way through, it's kind of hard to just wake up. You got multi-millions in your account.
Right.
You're going to college. Random females are doing your homework. You barely go to practice because you're a top 5 pick.
Right.
So it's like, is the motivation really there? Like, what am I really working for? And at the same time, that money's gonna run out. $1 million is gonna run out so fast when you spending it the way you are. So,
and to Legend's point, they don't have those, financial advisors and the managers that they should, to help them manage that money. So, like you said, they're gonna blow through that before they even know it. It's crazy. But maybe they need some performance incentives or something, right? Maybe they don't get it. Maybe they don't get it all up front.
I would definitely help sign a petition.
You say, hey, you get X amount, and if you perform the way you should, then you'll get the rest at the end of the season.
A lot of these NFL contracts, like you said, they're going towards incentives because I'm gonna tell you one of the biggest scammers of all time, Brock Osweiler. He went to the Houston Texans and he signed for about 3 years, $58 million. Played about 5 games because he was that bad.
Oh, wow.
One of the worst scams in history.
I don't think I knew about that.
And about 80% of it was guaranteed. So now you see a lot of these players.
That's crazy.
Daniel Jones hitting incentives because he's playing good.
Right.
So we definitely need to move towards incentives. I agree with Legend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if it was up to me, that Duke quarterback would be worth about $80,000.
or maybe even reevaluation. Hey, maybe we messed up. We paid you $4 million for 10 wins and maybe a bowl game, and right now we're looking crazy with 4 losses.
And our players not even playing in the bowl. They don't make it to the playoffs. They don't play in the bowl.
Right.
I think they should start prorating the NIL money.
Oh,
that prorated.
That pro rate gonna hit.
Yeah.
That pro rate gonna hit.
I think that'll spark the fire again. Because before the NIL money, right? What was the incentive? The big contracts.
Yeah.
So if I don't play well, they're not even gonna look at me for the big contract for the NFL.
Or somebody flying on a helicopter and giving you that bag to your mama.
Okay, well,
We all know who those coaches were.
okay.
Well, I think NIL was just
There's always gonna be bad.
I think it
boys.
was just a hush hush thing before. Now it's
No, of course, yeah.
it's a hush hush thing.
We all knew. Yeah,
Yeah.
come on now.
They flew on a helicopter. I'm here.
What? Yeah.
This cat parachuting in like, what's going on?
Yeah, but I mean, on the topic. Okay, since we're on the topic of NFL, I feel like that's a good segue. Who do we feel right now? We in the beginning of the NFL season as well. So, who do we think is overrated and underrated in NFL so far? You know, we've had a couple of weeks now.
Derrick
starting to see
Henry
the teams.
is overrated on all sports betting sites right now.
Wait, just Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry is overrated on all sports betting sites right now. I'm gonna give him his own area, and
Okay.
then we got the Ravens being maybe overrated.
Okay.
I'm thinking more so to the yes rather than no. But Derrick Henry, I had him on 80 yards versus the Browns, and he said,
As did I.
I'm going to do what I want to do, and that's not give it to you. Every time I don't put him on a touchdown, he absolutely just gets everything he needs. And then the time where I'm like, yes, let's get it, he absolutely says, I don't like you like that. So having 3 fumbles early in the season, every game, I'm questioning, is he even holding the ball right? Because, I mean, he got the ball up here. He's 6'3", 250, pure muscle.
But
And just one person can just immediately knock it out. I mean,
to be fair, though, he's had that style for a long time, forever. He's always ran like that.
keep watching film.
I'm not saying
defensive
it's
players.
I'm not saying it's right, but that's how he's
They
ran.
watching film and they figuring something out because every game, at the most critical of times, he's fumbling the ball.
A punch
Yeah.
out.
The
Yeah,
Lions
punch
game,
out, absolutely punch out.
the Lions game is like, why? Everybody in America has a ghost leg. We all probably was winning until the Ravens decide they don't want to win. Because he just gets the ball punched out. Not everybody is happy because we have that ghost leg
Right.
and we win. But at the same time, it's like, that was an absolute win. Come on now. Y'all have 14, 5 minutes left. Come on now. What are we doing? It just don't even make no sense. The Lions game, you're doing what you need to do, and then all of a sudden, the game is just blowing away. Why? So it's like 3 years in a row, y'all not doing exactly what y'all need to do in the playoffs. Y'all don't win in the biggest games.
Yeah.
Are they overrated or not? I'm sorry. I love Lamar Jackson. He's one of my favorite players of all time. I loved him at Louisville.
Yeah.
I love his story. I'm the biggest Lamar Jackson fan, but we're not winning in the biggest of games. Take that
right.
grill out your mouth, and let's win. Put the grill in after we win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, especially 3 games, 3 fumbles is crazy. Like you're averaging a fumble a game. Like that is a crazy stat.
crazy
That's
stat.
not the stats you want to be like. You leading the league in most fumbles per game. Like that is crazy. I just feel like this year it's been a lot of regression on him because coming to you, I think what his line on the season was like 1,400 yards rushing. Like imagine if you took the under on that. Like you probably dancing to the bank right now. Like you're excited. Like yeah, like great bet. You feeling amazing right now.
Crazy
Like, how
juice,
crazy
too.
would you sound last year to take the under on that? Ain't no way. You might have put a gun to your head. Why would you do that? Like it's crazy. It just in this defense for one game though. Not the Browns. I can't blame them on that one. The Browns they run defense is like that. They
He
dogs.
told the Browns, I'm here, I'm him. Let me see what y'all do. Because the Browns, they showed him like, yo, they talking about, we finna stop you. He said, oh, we'll see.
What he had like 18 yards rushing that game, right? Something like that.
He had negatives.
Negatives. Because less than 20
He had
yards rushing.
negatives.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, less than
Yeah.
20, I think.
And then one more thing, and I don't want to be sound like I'm on Ryder's coattail. Let me just be a devil advocate, but like I said, he probably need to invest. They got those sticky, like the stickums. They make it for the sleeves now too. A lot of young boys, like you should be on keep game. A lot of young boys are catching one-handers. They're not catching like that. Some of them be catching like that.
Scooped up.
That thing is sticky. You might need to invest in those to get some more traction on the football.
Put some super glue on them tattoos or something. I mean,
It's something.
I don't care what you do. Just keep the ball in your hand when it's critical time frames of 4 minutes left and you're up 14.
That boy got fumbleitis.
Not the fumbleitis.
As far as underrated teams,
Yep.
I will say this. Sam Darnold played for the Panthers a couple years ago. I seen a picture of Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Facts.
Obviously, it's not the quarterback. It's the organization. Sam Darnold went to the Vikings. I don't know why they gave him up. I mean, he did amazing to me.
They had an amazing
season.
He
did amazing to me that year.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved him there. I mean, just because y'all didn't win it all don't mean nothing. Grow.
Yeah.
Now you put J.J. McNuthon in quarterback position, and J.J. McNuthon is doing absolutely nothing. So I didn't really like him. His confidence even going inside. I mean, that first half, I heard on the mic'd up portion with the NFL, and he's like, "Oh, Justin, like, don't worry about it. I got you, bro. Just believe in me." I like that attitude, but you gotta also play like that.
That's fair.
I believe in you when you prove it to me. So Sam Darnold is definitely underrated. I like the Seahawks running back system. Love it. I like the Seahawks, what they're just believing in this young man. So my underrateds would be Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. Because when he was at the Panthers, we was like, oh, they trash. Throw him away. Put him away. They are the NFL. Why was he the number one pick?
In 10 years, that photo, you tell somebody that, imagine telling your children, these two guys put on the same team. You don't think that's photoshopped.
Yeah.
Ain't no way. You tell me they played on the same team, and apparently let both of them go? That look crazy.
That's the same kind of photo like Donovan McNabb and Michael Vick. They're on the same team.
Right.
It looked Photoshopped.
Yeah.
But Michael Vick had a situation, then he got put on the Eagles, and it's like, damn, how they end up on the same team?
Right.
So it's just
Definitely
it's just
don't
like,
think it's fake.
Wow. I'm really starting to believe that these organizations just don't do right by the players. Because he says that, okay, Bryce Young is better than C.J. Stroud. Well, C.J. Stroud did amazing his rookie year. Now, what is the system going towards this year? Because his rookie year, he had all kind of receiving core.
Yeah.
Now he got hurt receivers, receivers left. He don't have the same weapons. So, I mean, we need to start thinking about if the quarterback sucks, put him on a different organization, and it might be a drastic change. Really drastic. Now, Tua, I just think Tua just not it. But a lot of these other quarterbacks, Bryce Young is just not it. But a lot of these other quarterbacks, I mean, I feel like you put them in a different organization, they're definitely going to achieve. It's definitely been proven. Shout out to underranks. We got Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. Daniel Jones, too. A little bit. We're going to see what he do the rest of the year. But
I think he needs some more proving.
Maybe he's more games, but
he's doing it so far.
He's showing out.
Yeah, he's doing it so far for sure.
I seen a meme on Tua like 2 days ago, and it said, imagine dropping a bag on your quarterback of the future, and he throws with his non-dominant hand. Did you know that? He's naturally right-handed. His dad forced him to be a lefty. Yeah, so imagine that. That's crazy.
I said 240.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Did you see the clip of him saying to Cam Newton that just come out here and play quarterback, let's see what you do? All y'all do is type and edit, but let's see what you do.
But see, that's a desperation comment. When you start, like, when you really feed into stuff like that, you let that bother you. If you're not bothered by that, man, you're playing football. You're not worried about what somebody's saying. You're not worried about a comment. You're not worried about it. All that don't matter. All that's going to matter is what you're doing on the field. So he's bothered. So, yeah, he definitely.
The first thing I got from that was the absolute disrespect. First of all, Cam Newton is a way better NFL player than you would ever be.
Yeah,
Cam Newton is a way better college football player than you would ever be. Cam Newton is one of the greatest college football players to ever step foot on any field, turf, grass, dirt, don't matter.
Yeah.
One of the greatest. One of the greatest JUCO players. He went to Glenn.
Yeah.
Right next to Prairie View.
Yep.
One of the greatest.
Wow.
One of the greatest. So don't ever tell Cam Newton that he couldn't step on that football field. Ever. That don't make no sense. If I was you, I'd go be talking to Cam Newton, asking about how can I transition from all the scrutiny and how can I get better from scrutiny. Because also Cam Newton has had scrutiny. He went to Florida.
Big time.
He had a situation at Florida. He goes to Glenn. He shows absolute dominance. He goes to Auburn. What do we get?
Domination.
So, if anything, he needs to be asking Cam Newton some questions. $250 million to the waist, in my opinion. You're basically wasting Tyreek Hill.
That one, yeah, absolutely. We talked about that one before. I think he needs to get up out of there. But
I want to see him back at the Chiefs.
That might be it. I might agree with you because they need help too.
I want to see him back at the Chiefs. I feel like he shouldn't have left in the first place. He wanted the bag, and that's the thing. It's like, man, the bag just messes up so many opportunities for the teams to go farther. And I get it. Players want to get paid, but man, I mean, the bag just really messes up dominance. So
yeah, I definitely agree. It gets in the way of a lot of different things, especially nowadays.
My underrated team, I'm probably go with the Bucks. Like I just put a bet in last week for Baker Mayfield MVP. I got it plus 1,900 odds. Yeah, I definitely put my bet in last week. Baker Mayfield, he might be the new Johnny Football. Man, I ain't gonna lie. He's playing phenomenal. Like I know he's barely putting off the wins, but at the end of the day, like ride the wave. Like you winning. Nobody cried when the Eagles pulled that last second win off last week. You understand? Like they're playing good football and they win it. The fans are happy. Like, yeah, I like Baker Mayfield.
Before that game, it was -3. How in the world do they get a block field goal to cover -3? That makes 0 sense.
That was a crazy game.
That makes 0 sense.
That was a wild game.
But I think that too going forward, the Buccaneers. I think the defense is gonna have to step up a lot though if they're gonna be competitive. Because just as a whole, I know I like the Buccaneers, but the defense definitely. They want to get far in the playoffs, definitely. Because we always say defense wins championships, and
absolutely.
Yeah, we can put it in Baker Mayfield's hand. We know if he get the ball last, usually who controls the ball last wins the game.
Yep.
But what is the defense going to do? Why do you have to Why do you have to work that hard? Why stress my quarterback out because I can't hold you guys within points?
Third down conversions.
Yeah. You guys work too hard. But like I said, he's still playing phenomenal. I think 0 interceptions on the season. Like he's doing his thing. He's pulling the wins off and. I didn't realize his IQ as a quarterback was that high as well.
Yeah, he's smart.
He is. He does make great decisions. We're talking even like pre-snap. Even like certain play coordinators in your head for the quarterbacks, but after a certain second that cuts off. So you start to make play calls. You go ahead, read this. You just making reads, and he makes great reads. And I can respect a player with high IQ, especially of his stature. So yeah,
you got to think about a lot of that being brushed off because. Beginning of his career, people were like, whatever. Why were you the number 1 pick?
Right.
And then Lamar Jackson was getting all the praise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
big time.
So it's like now people are like, oh, damn, he is good. So a lot of that people just overlooking. They definitely overlooked him. He's definitely underrated.
Yeah, he's been underrated for a while. Even in college, he gets overlooked because his name isn't that big. You're gonna look at 3 other quarterbacks before him, like man, Baker Mayfield.
He started that whole Oklahoma train of people want to go to.
Yeah,
Oklahoma. The transfer portal.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely started the whole trend of like quarterbacks like, okay, I'm gonna go to Oklahoma and have a show out year. So, shout out to Baker Mayfield. Just don't grab him at halftime before the game. And you're looking at you.
What happened with that?
He was in college and he grabbed him, and then that was a lot of flack.
Yeah,
he almost was not the number 1 pick because of that.
Wow, my overrated pick. I'm probably have to go with the Texans. I feel like coming into this year, they were highly talked about.
Yeah.
Supposedly number 1 defense coming into this.
Number 1 DB.
What's going on right now? I'm not impressed at all. I'm not impressed.
They just released Sauce Gardner.
So I didn't know that.
That's it. Yeah.
I'm gonna agree with you on the Texans. The Texans are definitely a disappointment this year. I think that C.J. Stroud just not all the way there. I don't know. Maybe he's like hurt. Nobody's saying nothing about it. I don't know. He's just not all the way there.
What, mentally hurt? You talking about physically hurt?
Both, mentally and physically. Mentally and physically. I don't know which hurt it is. He's hurt, and he needs to get better. Because, hey, the Colts are coming. The Jaguars are coming. Y'all in the same division. You're going to look up, and y'all going to be 1-7.
Yikes.
You think at this point is it time for them to just start getting ready for the next season?
They need to win the next 2 games. If they go down 2-7, 1-7, it's over.
Winning next games to do what, though? What's your end goal with that? To win?
I want to see DeMeco Ryans win. I'm a big DeMeco Ryans
fan.
So
you're saying for them to get into the playoffs?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
It's not looking the best for them.
No. Because I think
2 losses.
The Colts and the Jaguars can be
it's hard to come back from that. Yeah. I know it's still early in the season, but when you got your division rivals and they're playing as good as they are, it's kind of tough.
If they lose to the Titans,
especially you're number 3.
If they lose to the Titans, the season's over. Yeah. If they lose to the Titans, this season is over.
You can't even get into a wild card at number 3 in the division.
Wild card? We talking about the wild first 3 picks.
I was gonna say, do they just can the season?
If they lose to the Titans, this is absolutely over.
Just take the.
They got the Titans, the Colts, the Jaguars, and the Texans. They're all in the same division. They lose to the Titans, it's over. Stab it, bag it, East Side, baby.
I probably have to throw Bryce. That's not Bryce. I might throw C.J. Stroud in underrated as well. I know you picked the quarterback early. You went to Newsomar, so I probably had to throw C.J. Stroud.
Underrated or overrated?
Underrated. I mean overrated. I'm gonna throw him in there too. I'm gonna throw
So
him
you
in there as
tell-
underrated.
so you-
I'm gonna throw him in as underrated.
So you
I feel
telling
like
me
any other quarterback stuck into his role as a quarterback.
put Bryce Young
swap
in
him
in his role. He's
Right.
going to achieve.
I think so. I feel like Bryce Young.
5'9", 180 wet. He's going to achieve.
So size make you a great player.
Size got a lot to do with
talking
it.
about IQ.
He get hit one
IQ
time.
stuff.
Oh, coach, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I understand that, but I do feel like if I was to swap quarterbacks, send C.J. Stroud to Carolina, Bryce Young in Houston, I do
I
think
promise you, C.J. Stroud do better in Carolina. And I think in Houston too, Houston is such like a dominant city that it's like people demand greatness. You feel me? So it's like C.J. Stroud probably got like a lot of people around him like, yo, I need this, I need this, I need this. So he might just have a lot going on. Bryce Young, who's demanding greatness from him? Nobody. I look at Bryce Young as like somebody I seen at Chipotle and he was just a good guy. I'm not looking at him as my quarterback of the city. I would never say you're my quarterback of the city.
Wait a minute, you talking about you said like you mean like as a worker or you just bumped them, we both getting a sandwich?
Worker or bumped in. I'm not looking at Bryce Young as somebody that's just my quarterback of the franchise. I really wanted Shadur Sanders. I'm not gonna lie. When he played
my gosh.
in that preseason game, I was just like, man, I really wish Shadur was here.
You're stuck on that game.
I love Shadur. I feel like they're just wasting talent with him on the bench. Give him a chance. Bryce Young's had his chance. And
This is second year as a full
he's
star.
had
This
his
is
chance.
third year in the league.
I'm starting to think he scammed us. What is he proving? What has he done?
He had a quality win last week. 30 zip to a division
A
rival.
quality
As
win,
an
or did Michael Penix say, "Here you go, I'm DJ Lagway in the NFL"?
Well, you gotta think about it like this. Penix, this is his first start away with a rivalry game. That was a big game for him. You know, he probably just wasn't ready.
Were you serious when you just said that?
Very much so. Yeah.
Come on, now, bro.
I don't think
Bryce
Penix-
Young.
But Bryce Young beat them last year though. He beat the Falcons
Bryce
last year.
Young is not it. Michael Penix is not it. They can both go to the Browns and just suffer. I want to see somebody else. He is not my franchise quarterback. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna agree with you on that. You're absolutely correct. He's not. Neither one of them are franchise quarterbacks. You're right. I would not place a franchise tag.
Give
on
me
either one of
Lenore
them.
Settlers. I'd rather have him messing up plays than Bryce Young. Bryce Young is just not it, bro. I'm sorry. Listen, when I see you at Chipotle next week, we'll talk about it. We'll have a good conversation. You're a good guy. I do believe he's a good guy, but he is not my quarterback, and I will not stand for it.
They said good guys finish last.
They might all finish last based off our discussion. All right, fellas. I think that was a good chat. Thank you guys for your insights. That's going to be it for us here at DiduParlay. I've been JB with my co-hosts, Legend and Rico. As always, please bet responsibly, and we'll see you next time. Peace.